Hey everyone, it's Big Moe. Welcome to our channel. So today we'll be talking about what's the difference between an old Rolex card and a new Rolex card. So here we have the old Rolex card. What's the importance of the card? So basically, if you don't have a card with the watch is what we call a naked watch, and you basically lose a big chunk of its value. This is pretty much the most important and critical piece when purchasing your watch. Also, a lot of people call this, when they say box and papers, this is the paper part. The box obviously is pretty straightforward. So here we have the old card. So the first thing we have, as you see, it says international guarantee. You have serial and model, and then it says Rolex. Obviously, for security reasons, you never share the serial number with anyone, so that's why it's hidden right now. And this is the information we have in the front of the card. A security feature, if you see in the front, is that if I go in and put the UV light at the top left corner of the card, you'll see it says Rolex, Rolex, Rolex. This is a security feature for the card. Another security feature for the front of the card that a lot of you might not know is that if we're going to take this card here, we're going to just slide it here. And if we zoom in on these lines, it's just a line that says Rolex, Rolex, Rolex in really small. Now let's look at the back of an old Rolex card. As you can tell here, it says Rolex retailer. So this is where it's purchased. So this was in Saudi Arabia from this dealer. Here, obviously for security purposes, again, we're covering the purchaser's name and the date of purchase. And as you can see what it says here, this guarantee is only valid filled out and dated by the official Rolex retailer. So basically they would fill up all this information. In terms of example, if I put the UV light, there is no security features here. The two security features are featured in the front of the card. So those are very much the explanation of an old card. Now let's look into a new card. So now let's look at the new card. Very nice, minimalistic, Rolex international guarantee. We put on the UV light, we see nothing. That's the front of the card compared to the old one where you would see the model and the serial number, and it also had two security features on the front of the card. Now let's look at the back of the card. Here we have the back of the card. So the first thing we notice is that we have the model. So this is 126711CHNR. So this is basically a root beer. You have the serial number, which is right under it, which we're hiding obviously, and the date of purchase. When it comes to security features, here it's on the back of the card, which is right above the model. So if I put on my UV light, you see it right there. Then obviously it says the exact same information to guarantee the card. As you can tell, this one's very minimalistic. So here you don't have the name of the retailer and you don't have the client's name. A lot of people ask me, will the watch be in my name when I purchase it from a secondary market? And I'll tell them now there's a new card. There is no more names. The name is not written anymore. I believe they're doing it to make it like an international watch. So basically it could be purchased and sold worldwide, if you ask my opinion. Another question a lot of people ask me about card is like, Mo, if I have a watch that has an old card and a new card. These new cards were introduced in 2020. So a lot of the times, a lot of models overlap. So 2019 watches had old cards, some had new cards. Same thing to 2021. You could get an old card or a new card for the watch. A new card holds more value to the watch versus an old card. A lot of people might think the older the better. Vintage, in this case, it's not. In the secondary market, the watch will be worth more on a new card. So again, a recap on the old one, we have the serial number and model mentioned with two security features. And on the new card, it's just simple minimalistic. And on the back of the card, on the old one, we have the name of the retailer, the purchaser, and the date of purchase, versus the new card where we have the model, serial number, and date of purchase. Once again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. And if you're looking to purchase a watch or have any inquiries, please feel free to reach out to me on Instagram at Big Moe. It'll be my pleasure to help, or send us a WhatsApp message. Take care. Have a great day.